Hi everybody. I wanted to do my take on these American Standard Speed Connect drain stoppers. I think there's a lot of stuff out there that tries to explain these, and I think I've got it figured out. So I wanted to show the way that I was able to use these. So I actually bought the whole drain assembly, which I didn't mean to do, but it helped me because I think part of the problem is when you're looking at these, you're under a really tight space under your sink and it's really hard to see what's going on. So having this just out here floating has really helped me understand these. They come with this foam piece right here that holds the stopper up while you're playing with it. But like everybody's already shown this part. This is where the cable screws in, and then the cable is turning this gear thing to move the stopper up and down. So I'm just going to go through how I've seen that this thing operates and what position things should be in. So right now I'm starting with the stopper all the way up. And if you do that, well, first I'll pop this piece off here. And yeah, you see, like, you want those little gear edges to be pointing out. And one thing that I haven't seen pointed out too much is there's this piece right here that can rotate around. Right now it's pushing up right against here. So you can look at that to understand how things are supposed to rotate. So I'm going to pull it out here. And it's pointing straight up right now. You'll see that, like, everybody knows this is a L or J-shaped thing, but it's pointing straight up. So now with it out, if you look closely, you can see that there's room from here for it to rotate all the way up to here. So when it's down like that, that's when the stopper should be all the way up. And then if it's rotated its way all the way up to here, that's where it would be when the stopper was down. So with the stopper up, this little J hook here should go straight up so that this piece right here is right up against that. And I'll pull the foam out here to demonstrate this thing working. Let's see if I can do it. So if I turn this with a screwdriver, you'll see that the drain's going down. Let me get my hand out of the way. Okay. Well, it should have gone down, but gravity didn't pull it. And then if I turn it this way, it's going to get forced back up. So it's a little loose there. That's okay. I think it's supposed to be like that. But that's the positioning that you're going for. So I think it's important to know that when you're getting started. So I find this foam piece that it came with was really useful because I could just stick that in there before I started working, and then the stopper wouldn't fall down as soon as I pulled this piece out. But so my suggestion for getting this thing hooked back up, if you need to rehook it up, would be hold this, like, make sure your stopper's in the up position. Get somebody to hold it up for you, or like a piece of foam like this. And then in that position, you know that you want this piece to go in just like this, so that this edge right here is pushing right there. So just like that. And yes, I know it's difficult when you're working under the sink and you have to use a mirror, because you got to keep in mind this whole part is facing away from you, so you've got to be looking through a mirror or something. yeah, it's a pain. But yeah, so that's how it works. And I guess just to show a little bit more here, I'll pull this piece out, the stopper, and you'll see that this piece right here is facing toward the hole here, which means it'll be facing away from you when you're actually doing the work. And when it's in like that, that's the correct position if you want it to be locked in place so you can't pull it out, like even when everything's all installed. And what I'm understanding from what I've read is that you can rotate it around 180 degrees and put it in like this. And if you do that, it'll still work, but you can also pull it out. So let's see if that actually still works. It looks like it does because I put it in and the drain's staying up on its own. And now I'm going to turn that piece. And when I turn that piece, the stopper will go down and then back up when I rotate it. I know you couldn't see what I was doing there. I don't have enough room to show it all. Let's see. Let me try that again. So I'm turning it and it's falling in, turning it back and it's coming back out. But you can still pull it all the way out. I myself would rather have it this way so that I can't pull it out, but up to you. So I have to pull this piece out in order to insert that. But yeah, like I think that one thing that would really help is if you have something in there to hold that up to the right height, because then you just know that you have to insert it in straight up with the L going straight up, the L or J or whatever you want to call it. Straight up just like that. Push it in, snap this piece back on and you're done. Of course, it's easier said than done when you're working under the sink. But yeah, I just wanted to show that because I think these are a lot easier to work with than people realize. And I certainly didn't realize exactly what the right positioning for this piece was until I got to play with it in this whole assembly that was just floating around. So that really helped me understand it. I hope this helps somebody out there.